Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So usually when I make videos I have a whole script of what I'm going to say. I have it in the back of my mind, like I have an idea and I have all this advice coming at you. And so I sat down and I wrote that, and then I looked at it and I was like, this is just it's not what I want to do today. This is not my mood. So right now we're going through a weird time with this whole COVID-19 thing, and it's hitting everybody in so many different ways. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much to all of the healthcare workers out there, and to everybody, the truck drivers, the grocery workers, everybody who is still working and is helping everyone else get the supplies that they need and taking care of these individuals and sacrificing their own health and their own time with their family to be out there and helping these patients and helping people get tested. And it's just, I know there's a lot of negativity going on, but it's also mind-blowing the amount of positivity and just helpfulness that I've seen throughout all of this. I know this isn't going to be a popular video, but I feel like this is kind of a space now where I can talk and I can voice my opinions, and I'm not trying to be any influencer or say that this has been so hard for me or dote on this, but you know, I feel that YouTube is a place where you can talk about your feelings, and I know a lot of people are feeling similar things, and it's sad and it's frustrating and it's weird how much has changed so quickly. And so I don't expect this video to be popular, and don't expect many people to watch it, but it felt like something that I needed to do, or I needed to say for myself at least. I guess it's just hard for me to comprehend the amount of things that have changed. Just like 2 weeks ago, I was on a plane up to Oregon going to meet my friends. You know, we had talked about the coronavirus getting a little bit more serious here, but it wasn't like anything that we were worried about. I mean, we were, you know, flying and we're like, maybe we shouldn't, but we're gonna go with it. There was no restrictions, no lockdowns or anything. And then every day on our trip, things just got to get, you know, they're more serious. More things were getting shut down, more rumors were being spread, more deaths, more cases. And like by the time I got home, everything just shit hit the fan. So right now I'm working as a medical scribe in a family medicine office, but not working now because as of this week we are going to be like stopping all scribing services because we are non-essential, and then my office is also stopping like non-essential visits and trying to turn those more into telehealth visits, which is really interesting. So as of now I don't have a job and I'm not getting paid, and I haven't filed for unemployment because I am still living with my parents and they are supporting me. So I haven't decided if it's worth taking, you know, money that could be for other people if I don't necessarily need it, because I'm not paying rent right now. And it's hard to comprehend, and I know I keep saying it's hard to comprehend, but there are just so many emotions, and it's hard because I've seen so many people afraid to voice their emotions because there's such a larger issue going on. But it is sad to see, you know, your friends in high school and your senior friends not being able to graduate, and not to get, you know, to have all those senior events and like grad night, you know, for high school, and like grad pictures and everything together. It's sad to see that, but it's also heartbreaking to see these healthcare workers that don't have the proper PPE, and the amount of people who do not believe that this virus is serious and are not staying home, they're not practicing social distancing. And it's frustrating. All of it is frustrating. And I think the scariest part of it is that we don't know how long this is going to last. And I'm not trying to make this video to scare people or to scare myself, but it is just true. We don't know how long this is going to last. We don't know. I don't know if I'm going to start PA school in August. I don't know if that's going to be pushed back. I don't know if we're going to start with online classes. I'm not even sure if that's like a possibility. Like, there are just so many unknowns, and it's scary and it's frustrating, and I know we're all kind of feeling the same thing. I guess I just want to say that if you're feeling those things, there's so many people who are feeling those frustrations and those, it's scary, and you know, all of those emotions, like there's so many people feeling those too. So you are not alone with all of those confusing, mixed up, convoluted emotions throughout this whole crazy pandemic. But like I said, the beautiful thing in all of this is I've seen so many people come together. I've seen so many kids outside taking walks with their parents. I've seen just people enjoying each other's like company over FaceTime, or just with their family, or just appreciating this moment to kind of breathe. And even seeing all those articles about, you know, pollution clearing up and like dolphins coming out and all those crazy like nature, you know, things. It's just although there's so much darkness and so many clouds around us, there are silver linings and there is still hope, and I still see people being so selfless and helping others. So although we're in a very frustrating time, there's also so much good. As of now, me and my family are going to try to avoid watching the news all day, just check up intermittently to see updates and get, more things from the CDC and stuff like that, but just not to overwhelm ourselves with all this negative information and just hearing the stories over and over again. It's good to know what's going on. It's good to get in a grasp of all this, but just sitting and listening to this all day is scary and depressing. So if you can, go out, take a walk. Obviously, don't be with big groups of people. Don't go to restaurants. Restaurants in California are closed, so we don't even have like those options, which is good, because I believe that if they weren't closed, people would still be doing it. Let's all take this time to reflect upon ourselves, reflect on our lives. I know a lot of people's tactic of when they're like not being alone and to keep themselves entertained is to always be busy, and I know this has slowed a lot of us down, obviously me included, with not having a job, and so you have a lot more time to sit or to be alone and to reflect. And I think now is when people are realizing like they don't have hobbies or they don't have things to do at home. They're so used to just cramming their day with work. So if you have the opportunity to sit down and rest and breathe, this is a great time to like reevaluate what's important to you. Your family members, have you been keeping in contact with them for the last bit? Because school and stuff and work, you get so busy and you forget to contact these people. So now is a perfect time to get in touch with those people, call them, FaceTime them, just reconnect away from each other, but just learn how to reconnect and reconnect with yourself. I know it sounds cheesy. All of what I said is just things that have been reiterated, but it's somehow kind of comforting for me to be able to say this all, and it helps me realize like this is something we're seriously going through and probably will have to go through for a little while, but that there is still hope and there is still so much good going on despite all of the craziness. But anyways, I would love to hear how you're doing through all of this. Are you still working? Like, what do you do if you're still working? If you're not working, what have you been doing? Let me know what you're doing and how you're doing, because mental health during this is so important, because some people are living alone and they're isolated. So if you need a friend or if you want someone to talk to or vent to or anything, you can always message me on my Instagram at whitecoachhacing. I try not to just be like advice or pre-P advice, but I genuinely want to be your guys' friends, because I know sometimes it's hard, and I know you don't know me personally, but there are so many things going on. A lot of pre-PA students aren't able to get those hours or aren't able to do the experiences that they need, and they're getting worried about applying to PA school. So if you ever need to just vent about that, you can always DM me. But alright, I know that wasn't like my usual video. I feel like I just had something to get off my chest. So if you sat through that, thank you so much for listening. And like I said, comment below, tell me how you're doing, tell me what you're doing to stay busy through all this. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, be careful out there. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.